levers, we create all sorts of ideas around behaviour change, and then we try to actually unify these into a single marketing idea, a single hook, which we can base a 360 campaign. 5 levers were created by distilling down 130 different behavioural theories into 5 principles. So one concrete case where Unilever's used the 5 levers of change is the Lifebuoy School of 5. This is a 1-month-long schools intervention in which we use a number of the different principles. So let me give you some examples. So first, make it understood. There's a glow germ demonstration that shows that actually if you wash your hands with soap, it's more effective at getting dirt off than if you just use water. So this makes us understand that washing hands with soap is better than washing with just water. A second principle is make it desirable. To do this, the Lifebuoy team created 5 superheroes that role model the behaviour. These are really cool kind of characters, and they show that actually that it's a good idea to wash your hands with soap and make it hugely desirable for the child. And a third principle is about creating a habit, and this has been a very important part of it. So the child takes home diaries in which they record their hand washing behaviour, and when they return their completed diary they get a reward for it. So what Lifebuoy did was take a number of the principles and integrate them into a single campaign, which the idea is around the School of 5, and they use the hand. And the campaign, it's not just about the 5 principles, it's also about the 5 occasions in which people need to wash their hands, which are 3 times before each of their meals, after defecation, and then when they're washing their body. And Lifebuoy has now been rolled out to multiple countries and has reached hundreds of millions of children. So one of the exciting developments over the last few years is the increasing importance of social norms. Social norms refer to what people do around here, how other people set behavioural standards. So if you can make a particular behaviour seem to be more prevalent in the person's current neighbourhood, then they're more likely to do the behaviour. We're very influenced by other people do around us. A second area, which is actually part of my own research, is how we create new communication channels. So a lot of behaviour change interventions work on short-term campaigns that last maybe a few days or a few weeks. And this is actually quite challenging to try and change long-term behaviours. So what we're trying to do is look at how we leverage long-term trust relationships. So we're looking at how shopkeepers and their customers kind of interact, and whether we can use the shopkeeper's relationship with the customer as a way of communicating about behaviour. So because they're likely to see each other over a number of years, maybe several times a week, there's a much kind of greater, much richer communication channel. And we're trying to see how we can improve that communication through digital means.